Okay, welcome back everyone to another episode of Yoda's Hut featuring Star Wars Destiny gameplay. I'm Bill, I go by Yodaman on the boards, and once again I'm joined for commentary on this game by Derek. Hey Derek, how's it going?
Doing all right.
All right, so in this game we have a casual matchup between myself, I'm on the right, playing a Palpatine Royal Guard deck against Ben, who goes by pantsyg on the board. He's playing an Elite Luke and Maz Kanata deck. It looks like we just rolled off and he won initiative. I'm not really sure which battlefield we were using there. It's a little off the screen. Looks like Ben's starting with force speed on Luke.
Hmm.
So, and I put my shields on the Royal Guard there. This was actually a game Ben and I played before the Star Wars LCG Store Championship. We'd both been playing Destiny 2, so he asked if I wanted to get a game in before we played for real in the tournament, so we just played one for fun. Looks like I got a vibro knife on Palpatine, and I'm going to roll him out. And there's Palp coming up big with a blank. So,
Yep. Interesting to put. I think with force speed there, I think I might have put that on Maz.
yeah.
Just because you can resolve it immediately after you roll it
hmm
with her ability, and then you can also use Maz's focus when you get it to potentially get Palp's or not Palp, but get Luke to resolve his dice.
Yeah. So,
So,
so I put a holocron on the Royal Guard, and Ben just rolled in Maz. He got a blank, and then he focused into a 3 damage and just hit Palpatine, I guess, for 3. So,
yeah.
and I'm gonna roll in the guard. Unfortunately, I won't be able to guardian, but I guess I'm gonna get him in there. And I got the holocron special on a shield. It looks like that's not too bad. And Ben's gonna resolve the discard. And what did he pull? I can't tell. It looks like it might have been a mind probe or something like that.
Yeah, with Vibro Knife out there, that shield isn't going to do you too much good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bounce the holocron and play Force Lightning. That's not too bad. I
Hmm.
don't think I have any resources there to roll it in, so
Yeah, it's pretty useless without resources. All you can do is hope for the special, which is only 1 damage.
yeah. And Ben's discarding the reroll. He got a 3 melee on Luke and a resource on Maz.
Ugh.
Yeah,
What's really nasty is when you have that My Ally as the Force, and you use that with Luke's 3, lets you hit it, multiple times.
yeah. He
He's
just
He already hit it once, or
yeah,
he already used his other die for 3. He's looks like he's about to smack you again for 3.
yeah. I'm discarding the reroll and got blanks again on Palpatine. So I have
Whiff, whiff.
yeah. I haven't been rolling great in this first round here. I got one card
Yeah.
left. I wonder if I'll pitch the reroll or if I'll just claim. So at least try to go first next round, and I'm pitching it, whatever that was. And I got a shield and a blank again on Palpatine.
Yeah, Palp's 3 for 3.
Yeah.
It's
So
hard to tell. We don't know what his.
I think it must be Maz's castle because he just picked up
If
2
he
cards. I
did he
bet.
draw 2? Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah. It
bet
looks
that's what
like
it
Maz's
was.
castle.
Yeah. So he
Yeah,
claimed.
that's a pretty fun objective to have.
Yeah. Guess if you're playing Maz, you might as well, right?
Yeah, I like using it. Any deck that functions well with like you're hunting for certain cards, to make it really work well. It's a great one for cycling through your deck quickly
Yeah, I
without having
agree.
to just discard your hand and then run out of cards you may want later.
And he just got fast hands on Maz.
Yeah, see now if he'd had force speed on Maz as well, it would be even more disgusting.
Yeah, it looks disgusting enough as it is.
Hmm.
So let's see. I'm gonna get a 4 speed on Palpatine.
Yeah, see, to me that it doesn't make sense to put force speed on your biggest guy, which both of you have done here, because the idea is to be able to roll that guy and resolve his dice before your opponent can do anything about it.
Right.
And in order to do that, you need to put the force speed on the other guy and roll him in there first.
Right, but I think I couldn't put force speed on the guard because it's an ability.
Right.
I would have had a holocron it in.
You didn't really have exactly, which is
Yeah.
kind of a waste of a holocron.
So I'm gonna
looks like
guardian
you guardianed.
the vibro knife so things will be blockable at least. And I got some damage on the. Got a little bit of a glare, but I think I got damage on the force lightning die. And he's gonna get to resolve 3 dice potentially here. He could resolve the shield from Maz and then 2 other dice if he wants to. He doesn't really have a lot of showing now.
Even though you used Guardian, because the vibro knife was out there, it still goes through the shields. Is that right?
Yeah. I guess so.
Because you took the damage there when you had shields.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not sure if it still goes through or not. I think it says resolve the dice. So yeah. So that must be. I'm gonna have to check on that. I might have done that wrong. Maybe when you Guardian, you can still use the shield.
Yeah, I don't know. I
just
saw that's how you did it.
Yeah.
So
That might have been wrong. I might have to go back and look that one up there. So I've got to roll the discard on Palpatine. At least it wasn't a blank.
yeah, as long as he doesn't make you remove it.
Yeah, I see a deflect in his hand. And there
then you're lucky it wasn't the 3-gun then.
Yeah. Well, I thought I had some kind of gun on the Force Lightning, but I don't think he had resources to play it.
Oh.
I would think, yeah, I'm going to resolve Palpatine's 2 discard because I think he only had 2 cards left. And then he'll have to do 2 damage.
Yeah, that's the first damage he's taken. He's probably not too worried about it.
And he's putting them both on Maz.
Yeah, Luke is the beat stick.
Yeah. So he's going to focus Luke into the 3 again, and I'm going to play Isolation and remove Luke's die.
I love doing that. Let him focus something and then remove it, and it's like removing 2 dice for 1.
Yeah, that's good. He doesn't have much to do. He can take a resource, and I guess he can get a shield.
I think that's a shield on the force speed, and then a plus thing on the vibro, which he won't be able to resolve.
Yeah. So I guess that was 2 damage on the Force Lightning, because he just put 2 on. I hit Maz for 2, and then he shielded her.
Yeah.
And I think he might be. I wonder if he's going to claim. I might pitch to re-roll here and just see if I can luck into some damage. Or did I claim? I think maybe I claimed.
You never did replay that holocron.
No, I didn't. And I got the
It looks
force
like you're
speed.
still going.
Yeah, I must have discarded. He's claiming now. Look, using Maz's castle.
Yeah.
So I'm discarding a reroll again. And I did get some damage that time. So I got 3 unblockable to Maz.
Yeah. Is that last your holocron?
I don't know. I might have. Maybe I pitched it, or maybe he discarded it at some point. Because I think did a.
I didn't see him make you discard anything.
He used a discard the one time with the vibro knife discard in the first round.
Oh, okay.
And so maybe he did that. And there is a force illusion on Maz. That's a little annoying. Of course, I don't think that works against the vibro knife.
No, it doesn't.
So now this was still pretty early in the Spirit of Rebellion when this game was played. So it's possible we misplayed some things, and I'm paying full price for the force throw. And there is a bunch of stuff from Luke rolling out. I see special, I see vibro knives. I don't see a lot of damage. I just see the plus on the vibro knife. So that's not awful.
Force throw is that one card that I always seem to have incredible luck with. I've used it in tournaments, and I've rolled that special like 4 or 5 times in a row before. Granted, there's 2 sides on it, but still, that's ridiculous odds to get it that many times.
Well, I should be able to kill Maz here with that vibro knife, unless
he realizes it, because he might forget.
Yeah, I think he's gonna roll Maz before she dies, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's because he can resolve the die right away.
Yeah, He's thinking about
I
it, yeah.
would do it because then he gets to resolve the
So
stuff.
he's going
Yeah.
to do a focus. He can resolve two things. So first thing he's going to do is resolve force speed.
And then he could resolve Maz's die and then still take 2 actions after that.
Yeah. So I guess he's seeing maybe if he wants to discard to re-roll as one of his actions, or if he's got something else to play here.
Well, he gets to resolve 2 dice first as part of Maz's action, so he needs
Right.
to do that before he discards to do any re-rolling.
Right.
So he should use that focus of hers, I would think, right now.
Yeah. Well, I guess he could resolve. He's got a
I think
resource showing. I think I just saw an
I,
electroshock in his hand. So
I think that other vibro is sitting on a +2 right now. If I'm
yeah, I think so too.
so, if
Yeah.
he uses the focus, isn't one of Luke's dice still out there? Switch that to a 3.
Yeah. Okay. So he is. I think he's trying to figure out what order to do all this in. So he's going to resolve force speed. I think he's saying he could have done the fast hands first and then resolve, which, yeah, that's what I would do. I'd use the, yeah, okay. He's
Yeah.
backing up. We're just
Well,
playing casually here.
I forgot about fast hands altogether.
Yeah, so he's using fast hands on Maz's dice to focus in to the 3 on Luke. Now he's going to use force speed as the first die, so he's got
Yeah, now he
three
still gets to
actions.
resolve a second die, and then
And
he
then,
gets to take 2 actions after that.
exactly. He's pitching a card to re-roll for a first action, so I guess he didn't do the
So
second die.
yeah, he only did 1. He got a blank and a focus there.
Yeah. I think he still has 2 more actions. No, he's
No,
going to
that
do.
was his
Oh, yeah, that's right,
first.
because he
This is
didn't
his second.
resolve the die. Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
doing, looks like 5 to Palpatine,
Yeah.
which I can't block because of the vibro knife.
Nope.
And now he's using the focus on the vibro knife for another one. Yeah, I thought he had one more action there because he picked up the 2 with force speed. So one of his actions was the focus, and the other one was, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but then he
Some
shouldn't have been able to do the reroll.
Yeah, so I'm guarding off the one melee, and I didn't get too bad there because I don't have resources. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, I think he did something wrong there. Because the reroll would have been 1 action, resolving 2 dice against Palp would have been an action, the focus would have been another action, and he couldn't have done that focus as part of Maz's thing because it was too late.
Hmm.
I think he did the resolving of the 2 dice, counting that as one of his things, which he wouldn't have been one of the like a resolve type thing, which he shouldn't have been able to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back what happened. So he just pitched electroshock. I guess he's playing. He's going to get rid of the vibro knife, which is annoying. Well, I'm trying to think. So fast hands, and then he could have done 2 dice. One of them was the force speed, and then one of them was the other.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It looked like because he then did the re-rolling, and it's like he took that as his second action.
Yeah, I think you're
Or the
right.
second thing from Maz, which is not correct. He couldn't
Yeah, I
do
think,
that.
yeah, that sounds right. So I think we misplayed that, and I just didn't catch it there.
No.
Sometimes, as we've said before, it's hard to figure out what's going on when you're watching because we're not really hearing what each of us were saying.
No.
So I gotta think I'm gonna pitch to re-roll here, unless I'm gonna just focus Palp into the resource.
I mean, you might focus Palp into damage.
Yeah, 3 damage. There we go.
Yeah.
The problem is he could block that now with the Force Illusion.
No, you could just do damage to Luke, because it's still going to resolve 5 damage.
Yeah.
I doubt he'll want to waste it on a point of Force Illusion.
So I'm hitting. Oh yeah, he's gonna hit the discard 3 from Palp's dice, and then resolving Palp's dice will do 2 damage. I would assume he'll put it on Luke. Can't imagine he'd let Maz die if he doesn't have to.
No, but she does have a shield that could eat one of it.
Yeah, that's true too. Although I think I'm sitting there with a melee, so I could kill her if he takes the shield off.
Yeah, if you still have another damage, then yeah.
Yeah, I got a resource somehow. I must have damaged somebody to. And I'm overkilling Maz just to get rid of her, and then doing one to Luke. So I got 3 damage on Luke, but Palpatine's got 11 damage on him.
If you had that much damage, I might have focused on Luke first here.
Yeah,
Given
that
that
may
he's
have
the
been a
one,
mistake.
if
Yeah.
you get rid of Luke, I think you win with Maz having nothing on her virtually. If you'd have done the 3 damage to Luke, he wouldn't have been able to use the Force illusion on that. He might have taken a point on Maz for the shield.
Yeah.
But then if you'd have done, the other damage on Luke, he'd be half dead right now.
Yeah, I should have done that. That was definitely a mistake on my part. So, got some damage out there. The question is, can I survive here? Can I keep him from killing Palp before I can use Palp?
Well, I'm guessing he didn't have any He doesn't have any damage showing right now, or you would have used the Guardian first.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
he
guess
does, but it's a plus.
yeah, I guess, yeah, there's no reason for me to do that yet. Looks like he played, I think he must be pitching a reroll. It looks like he just discarded caution because he wouldn't really
Yeah,
be able to play
you
that.
and if he doesn't get any damage that you have to worry about, you can use Palpatine's discard, and that'll do 2 damage and get more cards off his table.
Yeah.
Uh,
He did lock
what was
cat and
that?
mouse. Maybe the caution was already in there or something. So he played loft cat and mouse, and he removed my Palpatine 2 discard, and I removed his vibro knife.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure what I should do at this point. I'm gonna take a shield. It looks like
Yeah, I don't think you roll the Guardian until he's
right until he rolls or focuses.
yeah, because you're gonna need that Guardian ability to remove one of his dice probably, because he still has both Luke dice out there.
And he is playing. What is that? Confidence? That forces me to resolve it, right? Yeah. So I had to
I
do a
think.
yeah. So I did a damage to Luke. I think that's what it does. Like
Yeah.
choose a opponent's dice and force him to resolve it if able. So I am re-rolling the vibro knife, and I got the +2 again. And I'm holding out on the Guardian, just like we said.
Yeah, I'd wait on him as long as you can.
Well, he's sitting there with a Luke focus. There is. I guess he's
Yeah, the problem is
re-rolling.
he can't. Yeah, he can't use it.
Uh, and I think he just rolled enough damage to kill Palpatine here. It looks like he got the +2 vibro knife, and he's got Luke's both are +2s, or both are either 2 or 3 melee damage, and that'd be enough unless I have a way to heal Palpatine off here and or get rid of something, but I don't think I do. I think Palp's doomed.
Well, assuming he's got at least 5 damage between the two Luke dice, you're screwed.
Oh, he does. I think he's got 4.
Well, because you could Guardian away the Vibro Knife, and then the
Oh,
shield
yeah.
would still be useful.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out if I'm going to. I think they're both 3s for some reason. I'm going to play Doubt. What am I playing Doubt on?
That's not going to save you either, because he still has. If the Vibro Knife's still out there, he only needs 3 damage.
Yeah, I think
Or
he's
4
gonna,
damage, actually.
right. I think he's going to kill Palpatine. He's probably has just enough to do it.
Yeah. If that's assuming that's a 2 melee on the Luke die, then he's got enough.
Well, it's either a 2 or a 3.
Yeah.
So what's he doing?
Did he not re-roll it, or what
Oh,
did he
he
do?
played my ally as the Force, did 2 damage to the guard, and then he resolved with his next action because he didn't have to remove it and did 4 to kill Palpatine.
Yeah.
So I need a big roll here. I got the Force Lightning special.
Yeah, it's only 1 damage.
Yeah. If I had a blank, I could remove it and re-roll it, but I guess I don't. I was like, I wonder if I'll re-roll and see if I can just get better combination here.
Yeah, you're better off getting damage with that card most of the time than you are at special.
Yeah,
And
because
your
I'm
other one's a plus, I think, that you can't resolve either.
right, right, and I don't have any other melee side there, so yeah, I gotta think I should re-roll here. Oh, I am claiming for some reason. I'm not sure that was the best move. I
No.
think I
You
forgot
didn't
to.
even use the ability either.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put a vibra knife down on him. Or maybe I can roll some big damage here, since that's got ambush. The Guardian port is that's not too bad. Got to discard the 2 melee and I think the 3 for 1 on the Force Lightning. And he's going to deflect my 3 for 1 back at me. Yeah,
Good times.
that was annoying. So I could do 2 unblockable. Get 6 on Luke, and I still got the discard showing. But I think my Royal Guard's in trouble. He's just got to get 3 damage somehow, and looks like he just got it with Luke.
Oh, 4 damage. Doesn't the guard have 9 health, or is it
No,
just 8?
it's just 8.
Okay.
Yeah, unless I have a way to get rid of Luke's die right now, I think it's over. I'm just re-rolling. And I got +2, and I think that's game.
Yep.
Yeah. So a good game there against Ben. So you know what? I think some of that might have been that when we were seeing the cards going on his end was he might have been drawing a card with Luke. I almost forget that when you activate Luke, you can draw a card, or you're supposed to
Well,
draw a
actually,
card.
you're required to. It's
Yeah,
not like Vader where it's your choice if you want to make them discard, although you never wouldn't. But with Luke, it's a forced reaction. You have to draw the card if you can when you activate him.
yep. So that was a good showing that Luke and Maz is a decent deck apparently with that combination, and Palpatine's much better if you got 2 dice instead of 1. That's the takeaway from
Yes.
that game. But at that
He's
point,
also much better when you don't roll 3 blanks the first 3 times you roll him too.
yeah. But that was actually at that point I only had 1 Palpatine. I have a second one now, so I can actually play Elite Palpatine. But I was just trying to play with him, see how I could do. But it certainly has weaknesses when it's just him with 1 die. So Guy, final thoughts about that game before we wrap it up for this one?
No, I mean I think we kind of hit on everything as we did as it was going. I don't know if it would have made a difference or not had you left Maz alone there and gone for Luke first. I find that every time, like I've had the same problem when I run into like Rey and Luke, and you're always scared of Rey getting multiple actions in a turn or whatever. But every time I kill Rey first, Luke just crushes me.
Yeah.
But whenever I take him out, I'm usually able to beat Rey, and I think it's the same scenario, especially because he had nothing to redeploy with Luke. So I think despite the Maz's how useful she is, I think I probably would have focused on Luke first.
Yeah, I think you're right. If I'd
Um,
switched targets there, I might have, especially at the end when I had those big damages, I would have gotten like 8 or 9 damage on Luke because of resolving Palpatine's die too. And, so he would have only had a few health left, and Maz would have still been at, like with a shield and 1 health left, and then it might have been a different game. I kind of wasted some of the damage.
and
Well, I guess she would have
and
still had
that's the
Force
thing
Illusion,
with
but
That's the thing with Palpatine too, is that because of they get to decide where that extra damage goes, it's always going to go on the least important target. So if you're focusing on Luke, that damage is going to be put on Maz most likely.
yeah,
But towards the end, it gets to the point where both of his guys have 3 or 4 health left or whatever, and that's when you can just smack him and kill him.
right, exactly. Yeah, I think that was definitely a mistake on my part, but it was still fun. That was just playing a fun game of Destiny there, as I said before, the LCG Store Championship, which I'd been kind of prepping for and hadn't played Destiny much the couple weeks leading up to it, so my rust showed a little bit there. But thanks to Ben for letting me record the game, and thanks as always for joining me for commentary, Derek. Appreciate it.
Yep, anytime.